Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a Platinum 4v4 between Team Red and Team Blue on Rooftop Terrace. Let's go ahead and introduce these players. In the top right of Rooftop Terrace, we have the Red Protoss player, it is Hope, representing TFE. Next door, we have the Red Zerg player Complex, also from TFE. That is a cool logo, actually. Is that Terran, Zerg, and Protoss together somehow? It is. That's rad. On the other side, we have the Red Protoss player Green Goblin, and finally the Red Zerg player Lisolata. I think I said that correctly. In the south, we have Team Blue. It is the Blue Protoss player Bear Warrior from Iskil. His teammate, the Blue Terran player Destructors, who's also from Iskil. Hey, we have a lot of teammates here. The other Blue Terran player, Aquisi. And the other Terran player, Keltar from LCT Gaming, which looks like a coconut of some kind. I'm not sure what the C there is exactly, but we'll figure it out. Maybe someone in the comments knows. Whatever. Starting out with a Proxy Rax. Double Rax Proxy out of Quisi. What? Quisi, are you just going 100 Marines? No gas. Unless he's getting fed. Ah, some drones come. They force cancels. What a response here from Team Red. Complex shows up. Hope shows up. You don't have to kill these buildings. Okay, forcing cancels. I guess if you do that, that's fine. The drones chasing the SUVs far enough away where they feel comfortable about it. This probe getting chased as well by workers. Man, Team North here. Team Red does not want cannons. Does not want proxy. Anything's happening. They are vigilant. They are ready. They are prepared. And they shut that down pretty quickly. So, I mean, it didn't really hurt. I want to say it didn't hurt Quisi that much. Quisi that much. Actually, what is Quisi doing? Ah, expanding at the gold. I like this guy's moxie. I love this. He's like, I shut down my proxy racks. I'll just put them down here by this gold base and take the gold. You try to stop me, Team North. And Team North might... Actually, I don't know. Nobody seems to be rushing for anything. Like, there's extra bases coming up. Everybody's expanding. Lisa Lot has an expansion. Hope has an expansion. Hope has another expansion. Hope is expanding like a boss right now. Complex, you have another base. Are you one base in it? You could be one base in it, boss. Where are you? Nope, nope. Complex. Complex has two bases. Okay, so everybody in Team North has two bases. Green Goblin is expanded up there. Meanwhile, Keltar has not expanded. Kisi's obviously expanded there. Destructors expanding possibly. Yep, Destructors expanding there. And Bear Warrior expanding to the south as well. Alright, very good. So Reaper shows up from Destructors. I think you could get us round on that, you guys. Believe. Probes, believe in yourselves. What are you making? A Stalker. Mothership Core shows up. Mothership Core, help! Mothership Core assist. KDA charge thrown on down, and Mothership Core getting them beautiful shots on out, and the Reaper is going to die. Yeah, I was going to say, no one actually died, I don't think. Maybe a single probe lost their life there. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell with this particular interface. Spinecrawler popping up for Lisa a lot. Worried perhaps about another Reaper showing up, which probably a fair concern. Whose Reaper was that? Looks like it might have been Destructor's Reaper. I don't know. Looks like your supply block, though, Destructor. That's bad news. That is never good news when you get supply blocked. All right. Cybernetics Core now finally coming up for Hope after double expanding in the first 2 minutes of this game, which is crazy. But if it pays off, then hey, it pays off. That's actually a pretty good strategy in 4v4, is one person kind of be aggressive, one or two players play defense, while another player or two expands like crazy, macros up like crazy, and then supports when they can with a giant, massive army because they expanded when they could. Personnel cloaking on the way. Someone's going Ghost, man. Keltar. Keltar's going with double Ghost Academy. What is happening? We're going to get nukes. We have nukes, ladies and gentlemen. Nukes are queued up for Team South. I love to see nukes in a good team game. I love to see nukes, period. They're fun. And a Stargate on the way from Hope. This is a lot more complicated than mono battles, you guys. A lot more complicated. Got to watch that production tab a little bit more closely here. So, I mean, it's basically a rushed Ghost Cloak nuke strategy from Keltar, which is super fun. Is this Mass Reaper from Disruptor? Or Destructor? Destructor. It is. Yeah, man. He's going so many Reapers. Warp Prism heading out for Bear Warriors. And Reapers for Destructor is going to head somewhere at some point here. I don't know where, though. I don't know where. Meanwhile, some Lings did manage to scout this base. Says, holy crap, Red has the gold. When did that happen? About 3 minutes ago. About 3 minutes ago, I'd say. This probe tries to take those all along a watchtower, gets murdered by those Marines. Immediately, Reaper swinging on up into an expansion. Not actually losing anything. There's a cannon here, though. One probe dies. Out of hope. Cannon trying to get some shots off and can't quite do it. Good micro on display here from Destructors. Losing one. Maybe not the greatest experience of all time, but Reaper still murdering stuff. Adepts from Bear Warrior here as well, trying to punish the macroing player are along the right side of the map here at Hope's expansions. Lings getting a surround on the Adepts. That's what you want to do. Lings getting surrounds. More and more Lings getting surrounds. Lisalot doing a great job dealing with these Reapers with Speedlings. The Adepts as well. A big warping of Bear Warrior to Lisalot's expansion along this left side now. This War Prism getting in some major work right now. Actually, are there multiple? Yeah, there are two. I was going to say one on the left, one on the right. Queens, Roaches, Lings forcing a pickup and a liftoff by Bear Warrior right there. War Prism number A is back. Along the right side, though, 3 Adepts showing up. It doesn't want to commit anymore, I don't think. Does Bear Warrior before we know what's up. Staying outside of the range of the Photon Overcharge. Can't do much about this Mothership Core, but she takes a long time to kill Adepts. But some good War Prism micro here from Bear Warrior. Killing some transferring probes as well. These Lings showing up once again, though. Lisalot, no, that's complex. That is complex. A Void Ray from Hope burning down the War Prism. Boom! Loses the War Prism and 3 Adepts still inside. Okay, possibly 2 Adepts still inside. Bear Warrior, okay. Plan B here is War Prism B along this left side trying to kill a Queen here at Lisalot's base. Some transferring workers, again, just in a terrible spot. Here comes the Cloaked Ghost Rush, setting up the nuke. 2, 3 nukes on this right side. Cannon killing one of the ghosts. Gonna kill another one of the ghosts if it's not careful. Canceling nukes. Canceling nukes is never good. Why would you? Okay, so 1 nuke lands, not the 3. Killing the cannon. Taking the... Oop, there's another nuke on the way, though. Marines pushing up with tanks from Kisi. There are some Banelings from Complex. They don't have speed yet, which means they're borderline useless. An attack of Marines on up here trying to kill that Mothership Core. Can't quite do it here at Hope's expansion base. The Void Rays versus Marines. 1 Void Ray dies. Another Void Ray dies, but it's enough to force the Medivacs back away here. Lings trying to deal with this tank Marine business. They get a surround on the tank, but they can't kill it. They cannot kill it here just outside of Complex's expansion in the north here for Team North. Team Blue doing some shots. Big time shots from the tank. The Stalker count is high. Blinking on top of that tank, though, and destroying it. Getting rid of all the Marines as well. Nicely done, Stalkers. +1/+1 completed on those guys. Excellent, excellent job. Who was that? That was Green Goblin. Green Goblin. Nice work. Kisi has no upgrades. Is he working on them? Kind of. He's getting Combat Shield, but no Engineering Bay upgrades to speak of. Meanwhile, Lurker Den morphing for Complex in Team North. We've got, what else is interesting here on this production tab? Ghost Academy for Destructors as well. Exciting stuff. I do kind of like this mass ghost play. I think it'll work nicely. Void Rays swinging into Kisi's gold base. Oh no! There's no anti here whatsoever. There are a bunch of Marines, and they do have Stim, almost combat shield. Stim forward. Get him. Stim, get him. Does not waste a Stim, just forces the Void Rays back. Smart play with the Marines. Don't want to waste any HP if you don't need to. Speed Banelings and Stalkers and Roaches and Lings are here for Team Red. Good tank spread, though, from Kisi. Setting up a nice defensive perimeter here. I mean, are you just going to go for it? Is that the plan? At least a lot trying to kind of go in. Marines going to try to take down that Mothership Core. Can get it. They get the Mothership Core. Banelings crashing in. Pretty good stutter step by the Marines, but a lot of them are dying nonetheless. Tanks trying to kill these Stalkers, but there are too many of them. Too many Stalkers coming from the north from Green Goblin. Again, the upgrades are great. The tanks getting murdered. So dreadfully murdered there. And now there's a Planetary Fortress and a handful of Marines to deal with these Stalkers. That might be enough, actually. It's more than a handful. Void Rays coming in, cleaning out a bunch of Marines there. If you outnumber them that bad, you're actually going to do okay. Going to do okay for Hope. Hope also has +1 attack, which is great. Marine count slowly getting whittled down here. Hydras from Complex showing up at this gold base as well. A single Lurker with 5 kills and 17 hit points is in range of this Planetary Fortress. And it does get killed by a tank shot. Another attack over on this left side. The Ghosts for Kelter. Trying to nuke down Lisalot's expansion base over here on the left. Void Ray is trying to burn stuff too. Stalkers chasing everything away. This is crazy talk. Here come the nukes. Bam. Oh, they kill the Overseers as well, but they also, I think they caught all the Ghosts on fire. They're a little bit too close. Oh my gosh, that hatchery has 2 hit points. What? I thought that hatchery would die for sure. 3 nukes plus a couple shots from a ghost makes a hatchery with 2 hit points. It might have actually had 1. I mean, it regenerates pretty quickly anyway. Void Rays from Hope trying to sneak on in here too. Oh, this game is crazy going nuts. I think, is my frame rate hurting here? I feel like it kind of is. That's weird. I don't usually have that happen except in these 4v4s. Destructors with the Marines. Bear Warrior has some Stalkers here too, defending against these Void Rays, trying to deal with Kisi's gold base, which is basically mined out already, so whatever. Marines for Kisi trying to brave it onto the creep here, but a ton of Stalkers, a lot of Hydras and Lurkers, just melting everything the Blue Terran had. Pushing down, we have our red player getting a War Prism. Green Goblin feeling strong with some Lurker support. This might not be bad. Lurkers coming right into range here. One getting scanned and murder, the rest of them throwing spines on out, killing SCVs. Retreating, trying to find a better angle to make this thing work. Destructors trying to expand along this left side here. Left middle, I would say. Roaches and Lings forcing liftoff there of the Blue Terran base. Stalkers coming right on in. Lurkers getting some spines off. Are they actually attacking? They might be too far. One's getting a little bit closer here, doing extra damage versus those Stalkers. There is an Observer here as well. I think Bear Warrior and the rest of Team Blue can hold this assault from Team Red, and they can. And they can. Units, I wish that told me something. I can't count them though. Bear Warriors about 136 total supply. Destructors around 139. Who else do we have on this team? Kisi is at 54. Oh no, Kisi. And Kelter's at 50. Not looking good for Team Blue, you guys. Stalkers onto the Void Ray. Void Ray versus Stalker here. Hope trying to burn down all these Stalkers. If she, +2 though is here. It is not enough. It is not enough. The Stalkers are very strong. Some Liberators and Vikings coming in as well. This is an ill-fated incursion by Hope of Team Red, trying to kill what they can, what he can, what she can as well. A bunch of Lurkers morphing on in here. Void Rays flying right into this Queen for defense. Just retreating, and Lurkers trying to burrow in for Team North, absolutely massacring these Marines, and tank dies as well. A bunch of Lings running on down, trying to kill some stuff down here in the south. But there are Liberators, there are Marines with +1 attack now. That's great. That's good news. Some Storm coming up as well for Green Goblin. I do like to see Storm in team games. You can pretty much just go straight Storm and just be a support to your army and your friends. And everything generally works out that way. So let's take a look at the Harvester count. 55, 59, 51, and 29 for Team Red. 66, 43, 37, and 52 for Team South. I can't do math in my head that quickly or at all, but I feel like that's pretty close. I don't think anybody has a major worker advantage here. Kisi is definitely overmining on this gold base, though. There's a single mineral patch here and about 7 workers, only 200 minerals remaining. Should probably move some of those. A ghost for Kelters moving up into enemy territory in Team Red. Sneaking up to Hope's main here in the top right. Can you get a nuke off? Kelter gonna try it. Maybe go for complex. Nope. Throws down the nuke on this Artosis pylon that is powering, I mean, what looks like maybe 3 gateways and a cybernetics core. Either way, nobody sees it coming. I think he's too close. I think he's too close. Ghost, get out of there. Yep, he gets roasted. Gets roasted. So it does depower the cyber core and Stargate. Attack here. Kisi versus Green Goblin with some Zealots mixed in, some Templar as well. Void Rays burning down Destructor's base along the left side. The Terran player under massive assault right there. Green Goblin forced to retreat in the face of these tanks, which have no upgrades, mind you, but still pretty good nonetheless. Void Rays using Prismatic Alignment to burn down this base to kill SCVs. Prismatic Alignment's a little bit unnecessary for that. Trying to kill all these supply depots and does manage to supply block Destructors here. A lot of money. A lot of money for Destructors, but unfortunately no supply as soon as all of these supply depots are gone. Hope is doing this very well, but some Vikings for Destructors coming up to save his stuff. Can he get it with some good micro from Destructors? This should not be a problem. Yeah, good kiting here on display from the Blue Terran player, taking down another Void Ray. The Void Ray is trying to retreat, but the Vikings are so strong. So dang strong. Are these armored units? They are armored, that's why. Vikings do extra good against Void Rays. I always knew that. Anyway, all the Void Rays are now dead. Okay, they're not all dead, but there we go. The last one is gone. The last one is gone. We're seeing some Ultras from Complex. That could be good. Team North here throwing out Ultras, making Void Rays, making Templar, getting Chitinous Plating for those Ultras. Team South is no slouch, though. I feel like Team South has a nice defensive position set up here in the middle of the base, and really taking these bases seems to be key. If you can hold these middle bases, everybody has pretty natural and even expansions along the top side. Either way, Kelter trying to throw down a nuke here on Red's. Nope. Nope. Red's army has nothing to do with that. Decides to get on out. Somebody saw it. What the heck? Kelter, another ghost. Trying to throw down a nuke in the range of a Spore Crawler, though. Not very good. Not very good. Another attack here of Void Rays. Hope is trying to kill some stuff. The Vikings, again, the bane of their existence. Ghost is going to commit suicide, but will kill some Void Rays, so that's good. Killing 3 Void Rays from Hope there was our blue Terran Ghost. Big old tank splash rolling on down here. Here come the Banelings, here come the Lings, here come the Ultras and the Lurkers and Archons and Stalkers from Team North. The red crushing through these lines. The tanks, there are not enough. Another attack on the left middle here from Lieselot and Hope working together. This one might not work as well, I don't think, because Complex is here on the right. Green Goblin is here on the right. Ton of Zealots from Green Goblin. Upgrades are pretty fantastic. +3 attack, +3 armor. This gold base that Kesey set up has a lot of production here. That's getting taken out as well. And yes, it looks like blue can hold on this left middle with a pretty big army from Bear Warrior. +3/+3 on him as well. So the Protoss players representing themselves well in this match, taking out the space along the left side that Lieselot had, killing a lot of workers as well. Kelter just has a ton of Viking. I don't know if those are entirely necessary. Meanwhile, the right side attack on the middle from Complex and, I think mostly Complex at this point is coming. Lings, Hydras, Ultras just destroying everything that they see here. Kesey's losing his main, which isn't really his main, but losing is bad nonetheless. I would set these Lurkers on the high ground. Yes, beautiful. Setting the Lurkers on the high ground, trying to stab it away at these Stalkers, killing a few of them, but making the right choice, I think, here is Bear Warrior. Deciding to attack into them anyway. The Spines cutting through the bio, though. Just the bio balls taking so much damage. Tank fire on the Lings, on the tanks as well. A small incursion by Kelter with his Vikings up north, trying to do what he can. Meanwhile, big army. This is where Green Goblin went, coming through, killing Destructors, expansions. Team Red in the south here looks to be going into a bit of trouble. Although, nope, these Lings are left alone. Lings and Ultras left alone here with upgrades of +3/+2 on the melee attack. We've got Vikings landing from Kelter, trying to kill stuff. Defensive DTs by Green Goblin being warped in to take care of those Vikings. Green Goblin and coming right on in with Hope and the Void Rays, trying to burn through. It looks like Team North might be able to do this thing, but the Void Rays can't do it on their own. Where did you go, Stalkers? Come back, Stalkers, assist. Storm available here for Green Goblin if he feels it necessary to do so. There are still Lings and Ultras clearing out Kelter stuff on the right side of the map right now. There's the Storm on the ramp. Do you want to walk through that Storm, Bear Warrior? Do ya, says Green Goblin. Green Goblin looking very good indeed. Some more Vikings trying to land and murder stuff from Kelter. No upgrades on those guys. Their ground attack is fairly pathetic. But hey, it's better than nothing. Oh no, Void Rays by Hope gets separated from the rest of the army and get absolutely blown out of the sky here by these Stalkers from Bear Warrior. Again, full upgrades on those guys, except for shields, I suppose. Green Goblin sneaking on in. Oh, a lot of dead probes. A lot of dead probes here for Bear Warrior. Not looking good for your probe count, Bear Warrior. What you got, friend? What you got? 54. You still have 54 workers? Never mind, you're fine. But losing bases is always a bad thing. Some Stalkers for Bear Warrior trying to defend their base. I think they have more Stalkers, but another attack of Ultras and Banelings coming in. Complex displaying rather incredible macro abilities, just crushing everything here, crushing this expansion base for Bear Warrior. Poor guy is only down to like 3 bases now. I mean, okay, maybe it's 2. It's 2 for Bear Warrior, but I mean, what units are available? I think this is it for blue. We've got Stalkers, we've got Marines, we've got Ghosts, we have Immortals and Sentries. Again, pretty good upgrades on the Protoss stuff, but the Ultras just absolutely crushing through everything. They have 8 armor, they have +2 melee attack, +3 is on the way, and Nidus Network being constructed by Lisa Lot. This base along the right side by Kelter is getting massacred. All these SCVs, there's nowhere to go. They're getting pinned up against walls and crushed and cleaved by the Kaiser Blades of these Ultralisks. There are some missile turrets here for Kelter, but that doesn't help a whole lot when you're being attacked by Ling Ultra Baneling. Oh, bad news. Team Blue making a go of it, though. Trying to come up this left middle side here, killing Archons that are defensive for Green Goblin, killing Stalkers for Green Goblin. There are DTs mixed up in here. Do you not have an Observer? Oh, Bear Warrior, no Observer. Oh, these DTs were hugely effective. That was a massive turning point. I felt like Bear Warrior could have won that battle, except for the fact that DTs warped in. There was no detection for Blue. Oh, lost a lot of stuff there. Lost a lot of stuff there. All right, Stalker is trying to force a cancel possibly on this Nexus. Nidus Swarm does pop. Popping over here on the right side where Kelter's stuff used to be. Last stand here for Kesey. Nope, that's it. All those Marines are completely dead. Desperately trying to build starports is Kesey for Liberator production. I don't think those are going to finish. I'm sorry, but I don't think so. More and more Lings are running on down. And these are complexes. Yep. Complexes are running on down there as well. Bear Warrior here with his army, but Void Rays for Hope. Too many Void Rays. Destructor is going to lose this base along the left side again for the second time to the Void Rays. Ultras, Banelings, it's complex maxed out, basically maxed out. 193 total supply. All these production facilities are getting absolutely massacred right here. And that's it. Kesey has no forces whatsoever. Bear Warrior is attacking in, killing a Nexus of Green Goblins in the middle center. Void Rays for Hope, burning down Destructor's base once again, getting hit by a single missile turret, and it might have been enough to force them away. I don't know. Kelter trying to expand back here at this base, this gold base that is gone. I don't know why you would go there. It's Kesey's graveyard there, man. That's what that is. All right, so Bear Warrior. Oh, the Stalkers. Stalkers, get them. Get the Void Rays. Trying to get the Void Rays, but they just moved. Move commanded past those Void Rays. A lot of them died. The Ultras say, why don't you come pick on your own size? Ultras are as big as like 4 Stalkers, though. All right, this might be the final stand for Team Blue. Banelings crashing into Stalkers here in Team South, and that's it. Bear Warrior has left the game. Banelings on top of all of this biological stuff. Void Ray is going to burn through these medevacs, no problem. Liberator still getting taken down. Hope providing an important anti-air factor to this battle. Destructors has left the game. Kesey has left the game in face of this Zerg Void Ray onslaught. There is nothing left for Team Blue. Banelings for Complex exploding on Workers. Oh my gosh, good game, says Hope, representing T4E. Ghost Academy is being destroyed. All that's really left here for Team Blue is Bear Warrior's stuff. Who hasn't left yet? Is Kelter not left yet? I'm trying to figure that out, but I don't know if I can. Cannon's not very good against fully upgraded Lings, which these definitely are. They have the attack speed too. They don't actually have adrenal glands, but doesn't seem entirely necessary right now. Weird mix of roaches and Lings and DTs and Zealots and Stalkers, finishing off what is left of Bear Warrior's stuff. Kelter has a flying barracks on the right side of the map. Destructor has not rebuilt his base and is being revealed. And looking at the minimap, there's not much blue here. There's definitely not much blue. The Void Rays are heading on over to take down this floating barracks for Kelter. Yeah, I think it's Kelter that's sitting around. Destructor is going to lose everything. Once again, this left side base getting finally ravaged, and that's it. Kelter was defeated. That means Blue is out, and Team Red successful. Well done, Team Red. That was Complex and Lisa Lot and Green Goblin and Hope, representing Team T4E for you. There is a link to their clan in the description. It was one of these players that sent it to me. I'm not sure who it was, obviously, because they won. I didn't want to spoil it in the beginning, so I didn't tell you that before, but there's a link if you want to check out more about them. It looks like a pretty fun little clan. I think they're based out of Germany, if that's interesting to anybody here. Whoa, 4v4 is crazy to cast. Wow. I liked the choices by Team North. I loved the Ling Ultra Baneling out of Zerg, and as long as you have anti-air support, you're going to be okay. That's what the Void Rays were all about. I felt like both Protoss players were just very solid. I felt like Bear Warrior just got great upgrades, got good compositions, got immortals, got a ton of stalkers when you needed those. Same thing for Green Goblin, just really strong Protoss armies when they were needed. And that was pretty much what it came down to. So, well played by both of these guys, but Team Red gets the victory, and that's it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. Again, donating just $1 a month would be super useful to my channel. I'd appreciate the support very, very much. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Let's give a quick shout out to everybody who donated to my Patreon so far. And thank you so much for donating. Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, KN, Matt Mermans, Hekon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboin, 19-Day, Keith Garlow, Michael Wellen, Alexandros Kolonaris, Michael McIntosh, Bo Brissett, Pushpak Eledu, Trevor Smith, Alex Sims, Back Bertie, Sip Kopatara, Plaid, Jan Kodera, and Rajiv Bhatt. Thanks again to everybody who has donated so far. There's a link at the top right if you'd like to go ahead and pledge. Again, just $1 a month would be so appreciated and so welcome on the channel. You can get rewards. You can get t-shirts. I will cast my own games. I'll cast your games. Check me out again on patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Thank you.